So good. Oh, all right. Set up, rolling. Got a protein shake. I got water. I got coffee. I got a screen. I got a bunch of good people out there I can't wait to get to talk to. I got a nice shirt on because honestly, it's the only thing that's clean. And yeah, hi guys. I hope you're doing well out there. Yeah, it's been a pretty good day. I find the days are what we make them most of the time. Today, though, has been a really easygoing, nice day. I see you jumping in. Oh, dang. Guys, the chat just blew up all of a sudden. First, there was nobody. Then there's everybody. Hey, friends. I see Dawn, Jason, the Knee Deep Outdoorsman, Jeremy, Billy, Craig, Brian, MT, Laura Thyme, David, Cicely, Mustafa, Midge, Michael F. We got C, Karen, Dreamer. Is that Dreamer? Yep, Dreamer. Kathy Redwine, Kevin Kilborn, Michael. Yep, hi. JJ, Georgia, Sean Gotti, Katie. Hey guys, good to see you. I can't name everybody out. JT is laying down getting rid of a headache, says MT. Dang, MT, I hope she feels better. I hate headaches. They're so bad. Lots of times that's all we can do is lay down and try and make it go away. I know lots of times with mine, because mine's like muscle and neck activated, really. Laying down helps, but then I do need to get up and be active a little bit. But that's just like with personal injury or my personal injury, you know. Lots of times rest is what we need, you know. Tell her when she gets up, I hope she's doing better, though. Hey, Rebecca Blizzard and Dean. Let's see. Pink Eyed Zombie says, hello, happy people. Hello, Pink Eyed Zombie. JJ, what's up, Matt? How you doing, bro? I am doing well, JJ. It's been a couple days since I could get on here. I've been kind of busy, lots going on. Most all positive, though. And yeah, I just wanted to get on here and chit chat with y'all guys, let you know how things have been going, and then see how y'all are doing. Dreamer says you are so cute, bud. Well, thank you very much, Dreamer. Darth Vader's in the house. Living the dream, Darth. I hope you the same, my friend. Cindy Jacobs, hello, Matt. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. New file. Is that right? Outdoors. Much love, brother. Thank you, my friend. And back at you. Todd and Mary are in the house saying hey to Joyce. Brenda Lee, how the heck you doing, Brenda? Hey, hi, Matt, and everyone, says Brenda. Dry Water's in here. I haven't seen Jimmy pop in yet, Dry. I was just talking to him earlier, though. Guys, we got good news, as a lot of y'all guys know. Our friend Jimmy Dudley made it to the YouTube Partnership Program, and we're all very excited about it. He's got all the bonuses and perks that come along with it, and I am really looking forward to seeing what he has coming now. Jimmy's worked on his channel for over 3 years. To me, it shows the effects of steady work towards an honest goal and working it in such ways that are realistic. It's hard when we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, and then we have to carry a little bit extra to be able to try and get somewhere. You know what I mean? And yeah, Jimmy did that. Hoorah. I'm sorry I am a little bit sluggish today, guys. It's still hot outside. I had to walk around out there and try and get some stuff taken care of. I've got a lot going on. My next paycheck here for this month, I've got to sit down and write out a bit of a budget and figure out what everything is going towards. This last paycheck put me ahead, but then at the same time, I wound up falling behind a little bit because I know how little I can actually survive on. I was able to expand some of the things we do here on the channel while at the same time costing myself a little bit. I feel that's a positive self-sacrifice. So often we self-sacrifice in a negative way, thinking that it's noble or whatever. Positive self-sacrifice to me is when we're able to put something of our own kind of off to further the future. For instance, my family and I, when I was a little kid, we built our own house, right? We spent an entire month saving our money, and in order to save that money, we wound up eating like beans and potatoes for a whole month. It was all we ate for dinner and everything. And then the reason we were saving that money, though, was for carpet for the house. And after we got that carpet, boy, it sure felt good, that work that we had done just through the saving, you know? So that's what I did with this last month's paycheck, was try and get a little further ahead in the channel's mission to help people and grow the channel and everything. Now this month, because as you can tell, I've lost a lot of muscle mass and stuff in my shoulders and all. I had cut down to like one meal and a couple snacks a day and everything. So this time I need to write down a good budget for what's going out as far as the helping other people funds, the individual missions we have for other people, like for instance, Operation Charlie, and then what's going to be left over for me so that I can realistically work on that and gain a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to wind up just trying to do it all out of my mind, and I'm going to miss certain things, and that could set me behind. So very good news, as I'm very hopeful. I'm trying to do all of these things the right and logical way, you know. I love the plan, Matt. Thank you, Darth. Absolutely. One of my favorite sayings is a moron with a plan is going to outdo a genius who only has an idea, right? So even if it's a crappy plan, it's still better than just having some notion of what we want to do, you know? And so often plans are like human thought. It's conceptual, right? Instead of actually like step by step. And so I try and do the step by steppers, really. Now, a lot right now is hinging on other people at the same time, which that's why I like to work alone. I don't have to so much hinge my plans and their success on the participation of others. However, with that said, the people that I'm hinging on this go around, to me, seem to be outstanding people who want to achieve common goals, right? So I feel really good about it all. I think things are going to work out. On the negativity side, because there's always the negativity side. Anybody that just accents only the positive is definitely going to fall victim to the negative that will arise. So I always try and I figure out what's going on to the best of my knowledge with everything, positive and negative. Then I examine the negative really carefully. I'll dabble a little bit here and there to kind of see which way things push and how they line and what the likelihood kind of is, like where things seem like they're going to go. And then I work towards the goal of neutralizing the problem. I don't want to make the problem worse. I want to make the problem better. So I eliminate the things that I feel are going to elevate or escalate the issue, and I try and emphasize the things that are going to decrease the issue. Now, that doesn't mean non-conflict. Conflict is a way of dealing with things. It's like a football game, right? That you play defense, right? You might fall back, try and get around the opposing team and then score a touchdown. Or offense, where we decide we're just going to cut through the center of the team, right? And try and maybe even break a little bit of their mojo, right? A little bit of that, what do they call it? In the zone thinking, right? But like we're just going to run down the middle of them, and then the rest of the game we should be able to push them a little bit, right? We'll still practice the falling back where we can. So it's what I'm doing right now. There aren't many negative issues, to tell you the truth. There's a few backbiting issues that have been there for a while. Oh, hang on, guys. Somebody dropped in for the channel. I don't want to miss them. Let me just scroll back up so that we can, so I can get in there and thank them for their donation real quick. So Rebecca and Dean, thank you guys. They threw in $5 for the mission, guys, to support the channel. Give them a heart and a like. And they say, little dude says, thank you for saying hello. Oh, man. Dean, you don't have to worry about that, bro. You and I are friends. Hi. So, yeah, guys. The negativity side of everything is very small. I've got so since I started doing this a long time ago now, I've attracted certain negative people who, for one reason or another, either they couldn't use me anymore or they couldn't attach themselves to me. Whatever it was, their negative schemes or plans went south. After that, they become like super haters who spend a lot of their energy undermining me and trying to jeopardize what I have going on and trying to take my channel and all these kinds of bad things, right? They are so small that they don't really matter. And yet still they hit a little psychological and they are out there chipping away a little bit sometimes. Most of them, when that happens, I just let them go. One, I'll let them know like that there's something in their plan that they're not thinking about. Like the way that I'm just really honest. Like I'll get out here and just let y'all guys know how it is, who it is, what's going on, and I let y'all make your decision based on the people involved, right? Normally that'll get rid of people that are toxic. Others, they persist, they hang on. I even have some that I try and not hurl insults. They're so persistent in their goals and blatant in what they're trying to do that they'll actually circumvent me, try and make friends with my friends or with the friends who are acquainted with my friends and try and backbite me without me ever knowing and stuff, or undermine my message or who I am or whatever this is. And I find those to be very brazen. I try and most of them, in my opinion, are trying to get the attention. So when I bring it to the public here with y'all guys on our channel, which is we have made rather sizable in comparison to the haters, that just gives them further strength because then we've brought them forward and then the tabloids get them and then people go and view their stuff and it seems like they're winning, right? Most of the time, I just let them die out. Now, there's one that has been a problem, and they're one that they go behind my back and they try and make friends with my friends, or they try and make friends with my friends' wives, or whatever, and they push these negative agendas. And then the personality type of the people that they're going around to kind of in some way matches their fake front. Right. I'm not saying that the personalities of the people that they're able to get their hooks into are like them. I'm saying that the fakeness of them matches enough that they can kind of click and then it just undermines everything. And they start to think, oh, maybe these lies are true or whatever it is. You know, out here, normally it's lies and crap that people make up. And then that slowly soaks into my real world and everything. So the one problem I'm having right now is with an individual like that. It's a friend of mine that I had out here a couple years back. Every time that I invited him out, every time I trusted them around my equipment, I got hacked. It happened twice, right? And it was very obvious. There's the same person. I then got proof of it. I found and took screenshots of where they had linked our Google accounts while I wasn't looking. Right? They didn't think that there was going to be any sign of their treachery. And yet there was, and I found it, and I took pictures, so I have evidence. And I decided, let them die out. Let them just scream in the wind. Don't give them any publicity or anything like that. Well, they've been able to inject themselves enough into my actual life that I'm starting to feel differently about my responses. Now, not my immediate response. The immediate response of letting them burn out, I feel is a good one because it didn't foster them any like press or anything like that. It didn't give them any energy to work with. Now, however, I feel that outing them about it a little bit out here might be a good idea. Showing a bit of the proof I have of what they've done so that they can't lie to these people anymore. Where these people and my personalities don't match up doesn't mean that we can't be friends if they know the truth. They're believing people based on lies. And so I'm seriously thinking about just posting the screenshot evidence that I have on my channel instead of even just giving it to these people. I'm just thinking about posting it and then let the chips fall where they will, because I hate bullies. I can't stand them. The best way to deal with a bully, in my opinion, is to punch them right straight in the nose and tell them, if you don't stop, I hit you again, right? And so that's kind of where I am right now in a metaphoric sense. Now, everything I say is only my own opinion. I'm only speaking from my own life's experience. I don't think there are any textbooks or scientific studies out there that say that letting a bully continue to bully you is going to be okay. And in our modern world, things are metaphoric more than they are literal, right? So like taking something to the authorities, presenting your evidence, deciding to bring a case against somebody, stuff like that, that is your metaphoric punch the bully in the face. You're doing something that holds them accountable and shows them that there will be loss on their side if they persist. Think about countries, right? Countries do the same exact things. We declare war when we feel that our people and our stuff is unsafe, right? After a justifiable period of thought and reflection, we decide that we need to act and to stop the issue. And so that's where I am. I'd like it if y'all guys could give me some kind of idea what you think about it. I feel that when it comes to advice in the world, the best thing to do is listen to everyone, open-minded, thinking about it, run it all through our brain, and then do what we feel and think is the right approach, because we are the ones closest to the problem. So really, more than advice, we're just looking for other ways to look at things that we haven't seen yet. Now I say feel and think join together and separate at the same time, because our feelings don't often justify a reaction. Most of the times, those feelings will change with time, even if it's like, say, anger. I'm really, really angry now. Give it time, I might be less angry. With even more time, maybe I'm not even going to care at all, right? Now, the thinking about it thing, that's where it changes, because I realistically think about everything involved, what I want in the future and what I'm working towards, right? And then I enter that action with the boldness that I need to see it through. Just stuff that I think about. And I've had 3 or 4 days to think about stuff without getting to talk to you about it. So I'm just going to keep going on about it. Now, that I think is the end of any negative issues that need to be addressed right now. And there's not much more negative going on out there. The only negative I can think of are problem issues in getting to the positive, which isn't really a problem, because I can work through all of that. And if it becomes an issue, then I'll think about it as an issue, if that makes sense. I know sometimes I drivel on, and I appreciate y'all guys for listening to my drivel. Positive aspects. Lots. We've got lots of positive aspects. I need to go through, because I should before Operation Charlie, as y'all guys know. There's a lady, her nickname is Aunt Jenny. I like to say Aunt with her because it's kind of like how I've nicknamed her. So it's Aunt Jenny. She has a little dog named Charlie. Charlie is a 4-year-old Applehead Chihuahua. He weighs about 4 pounds and all of his teeth have gone bad. The way that small dogs do, right? Most small dogs, Maltipoos, Chihuahuas, Yorkies, they have dental issues and they have them early. So Charlie lives in not Los Angeles. He lives in California, and things are very expensive there. They want like $1,500 to put a 4-pound Chihuahua asleep and pull his teeth out. That doesn't take much, right? So we're working on a fund here at the channel, and I wanted to go ahead and have it written down how much has been donated for Operation Charlie. I think we're up to 60 or 70 bucks right now. Now, I have a friend who, if we can hit like 700, they've said that they're going to match that number, which puts us almost all the way there. So I want to let you know that Operation Charlie is in process and it is working. I also have another friend who may be able to cover the entire debt sooner, and then we can, on our channel, slowly gain enough to be able to pay them back. What's going to be important though right now is just getting the little dog taken care of right now, because I've had massive dental problems in the past and I know how terrible it is, you know, and dogs can't express it, you know. It's us humans can at least talk about it and stuff, but animals, they can't do that, right? And they rely on us. So Operation Charlie is really good and it's a go. Little family we've been trying to help out, they're doing a lot better. They are proving that the individuals, given just a little bit of hope and a little bit of help, can stand up for themselves and work things out. And that's what's happening right now. We are still in the process of trying to help them as much as we can. However, I'm really proud of them because they have started helping themselves also. Like I said, sometimes it just takes that hand up and that slap on the back, you know, to keep on going. I believe in them and they believe in themselves. So that's good. We've got one more mission that I haven't talked about here. It's another person who is very serious about changing their life for the better. They are a lot like I used to be before I was able to get help through other people in finding the ability to be the best version of me, if that makes any sense. And that's going pretty dang well too. In this case, it like with me, it all started with me on the inside, right? Everything outside helped support that decision to better my life. And that's what they're doing right now. They've got the willingness, they've got the internal strength, and they're trying to utilize the external help that our channel and then the help of the neighborhood and stuff is going to be able to offer. So that's going really well also. The help the less fortunate drive, that's more general. That's where we just get cold weather gear and stuff for this coming winter to help people who are living outside and can't get homes. That is starting up with this paycheck. I am probably going to cut a little bit out of my own fund for that one because the channel is a bit stretched thin right now. But that's okay because the places that I source for the cold weather gear are very reasonable. We've got the Warehouse Thrift Store down here. I want to say they're on Ironwood. Really great place, affordable stuff. And in the winter, they actually mark the prices of their winter gear down to make it more affordable. And we've got Vicky's Unique Boutique. They're off of Main Street, right across the street from the local granola. They're the same way. They sell affordable, good winter gear for people who are going into the winter. So we're going to be able to pick up a lot of that stuff. I've got several friends out there. I don't want to out them about it or anything, but they're sending in small food bags, necessity bags, stuff like that, that can then be handed out individually. As y'all guys know, a large part of what I do is at night and stuff, because I edit at night. I talk to a lot of people from all over the world. I have a very weird schedule where like I'm up most of the night into the early morning and stuff. So when I'm out, I always put food and some kind of cold weather gear in my backpack. I walk around, I think, meditate, take everything in, and if I run into somebody and needs something, I give it to them. So that is all going really well. We've got a turkey drive coming up this year, and I'm not talking about turkey hunting. I've got to get with my friend down here. I've got to ask him if it's all right if I just use his name. I've talked about him a lot in the past. He's a really good friend. He lives down here at the apartments, and I want to get together with him because he knows a lot of people in town who they're like low income, right? And so this year for Thanksgiving, I want our channel to be able to afford to feed at least 4 families. We're going to try and get 4 turkeys, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing and maybe some kind of pie or something, and be able to get that to hopefully 4 families that are going to need it. Like I said, I need to go down and talk to him about it. Things have been really busy for all of us lately, though, and I just haven't had the time to get down there and see him. I feel like I've been talking this whole time. Oh, hang on, guys. Okay, we got another. Oh, cool. Hoorah, hoorah. Appreciate you. We got another donation here, guys, for the cause. Oh, it's Rebecca and Dean again. Hey, guys, thank you. I get you a heart and a thumbs up. Hey, all right, this goes to Operation Charlie. Hang on, we might as well do this. Oh, and I forgot. I've got a special birthday I need to announce. Is today the 20th? 21st, I think, isn't it? So let me, all right, so that's another $10 for Operation Charlie. Okay. Took me forever to remember that you put the $sign in front of the number. Okay. And then I said, I will get to this here in a bit. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. How do I get, there we go. I will get to this in a bit. Why did that not work? Oh, this is Rebecca again for Turkey Fund, $5. All right, cool. Very cool, Rebecca. Appreciate you. All right. So then, guys, I want to sing happy birthday to Everest, whose birthday was yesterday. Everest is one of my nephews from my brother Bear. So I hope that he had a great birthday. It doesn't say how old he's turning right now. That's okay, though. So we're going to sing happy birthday to Everest. Hey, Everest, if you see this, my friend, I want you to know how much I care about you, and that I hope that things are wonderful and beautiful for you, all right? And I hope this is a really good birthday. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Everest. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yay. Absolutely. I hope it's a really good one. I hope it's got family and loved ones and toys and candles and cake and ice cream and all the wonderful things that a little kid just like you deserves on their birthday. And I want you to know how much your uncle cares about you, and that as you grow up and stuff, I want to be able to be there for you, if only through just support. You know, like if you ever, when you grow up, if you ever need somebody to just talk to or something like that, I want to be there for you. I miss you. I care about you, and I hope that your day is wonderful. Thank you for being there. You are a wonderful little person, and you matter, my friend. Hoorah. I'm glad I remembered that, guys. Absolutely. All right, $5 for Turkey Fund. I need to get the ledger out. I wrote 500. Well, we'll get there, won't we, guys? All right, there we go. And that's for the turkey. We'll just call that Tea Day. I don't know what I'm talking about. And, yeah, how are y'all guys doing? Hey, Mike W. Mike W saying hey to Faith. Hi, Lisa. Hope you're doing well. Kim Lawley. Hi, Kim. Kim saying happy birthday to Everest. Drywater. Right on. Oh, best uncle ever. I don't know. He's got a bunch more uncles too. You know, it's just trying to be there. You know, Dry. Faith meets reality. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? I'm so glad you're doing well. Lori Bell. Oh, hit that like button. Thanks for reminding everybody, Lori. Marcia. Hola, Marcia. ¿Cómo estás? Crazy Cat. Hey, Crazy. How you doing? Midge. Happy birthday, Everest. Amber. Hi, Matt. Hope you're well. Thank you, Amber. To you and yours as well, my friend. Nicholas. Good to see you. It's good to see you, Nicholas. Hi, friend. Laura Thyme. Hey, Matt. I'm so sorry I haven't been there for Music Madness. I have had a lot going on. I know, Laura. I was talking about that earlier. We all do, and I understand. Whenever somebody isn't there for a while, I fear that they've got life things going on and that they'll be back when they can. Even we missed a Music Madness here recently, the one before the last, because things are just so busy right now, you know? Todd, happy birthday to Everest, and many more from Mary and Todd. Hoorah, guys. Bick. Hey, Bick, how you doing? Says hello from Australia. Hey, mate, how you doing? Good to see you. I got lots of friends in Australia. Isn't that cool? Y'all guys are just going, let's see, if we're going to be going into fall, then y'all are just going into spring, I think. Isn't that weird how how that works? It's almost like time travel. Kim Lawley. Hey, Matt. And Marcia. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca's throwing out the post office box there, guys. That is post office box 55, Orville, Washington, 98844. The reason she's throwing that out there is in case y'all guys want to write me a letter, let me know who you are and how things are in your world. I ask if you please keep it down to about 2 pages. It's much easier for me to read and everything, and I feel it also helps y'all guys kind of condense everything. I think that when you tell your story in like a couple pages, it's really cool. It's an excellent read, and I feel that I get so much more out of it. Also, the second reason is that if you have any cold weather gear that you want to get rid of that you're giving away to a thrift store or anything like that, you could also send it our way, and for free of charge, we'll make sure that it reaches people that need it. So socks, shirts, pants, hats, scarves, gloves, anything like that, blankets, definitely blankets, sleeping bags, you can send out to us and we will find someone that needs it. Here in this next month to 2 is going to be the most important time as we actually move towards fall. Dawn, hi Dawn. Hey, Dreamweaver's in the house. Hey, Dream, how the heck you doing, my friend? I actually need to get in touch with you. I'm going to text you either later tonight or tomorrow. I was hoping that we could hang out, talk a little bit, you know what I mean, about figuring stuff out and everything. So I'm just glad to see you in here. And yeah, thank you for being a good friend and a good community person. Thank you for being part of this community and our immediate community here where we live. Dreamweaver is one of those people that she goes out of her way to help other people, and she's just a lovely lady, a pleasant person, you know? Chris Fisher. Hey, Chris. Chris is saluting to Bick. Right on. Nova's in the house. How you doing, Nova? Hi. Todd Grog, talking to West Coast Girl. Let's see. Hang on, I gotta do that. What am I doing? There we go. JT, excellent. Hey, JT, I'm glad you're doing better. I hope you're doing better. I'm glad to see you in here. I know how bad headaches can be. As you know, I have them quite often, and it's terrible. I just hope that you're getting some rest and that you're feeling better now, my friend. MK James says, I am a singer-songwriter and play a few instruments as well. Well, that's awesome. I'd like to see your stuff, my friend. If you would leave a comment after this in the comment section, if you post your videos and stuff, I'd love to go in and check that out. I love artists, independent artists, especially musicians. Jonathan, hello from Oklahoma. Hey, how you doing? Hello back from Washington. Oops, what did that button do? I don't know. Matheter 427. Hey, from Maine. Come here. You would love it. Man, I've always wanted to go to Maine. I'm hoping next year to do a road trip. I get the Interceptor rigged up right. And yeah, I've always wanted to see Maine. I have other friends in Maine, actually. Brent's World. Hey, Brent, long time. Brent says, hope all is well with you, Matt. Thank you, Brent. It really is, my friend. It really is. Kim, hi from Arkansas. Hey, Kim, back at you from Washington. Drywater. Okay, talking to Laura. I just subbed, Chris. Cool, says Beck. Midge, talking Rebecca. Hi, Joyce. Good to see you in here. JT, happy birthday, Everest. Thank you, JT. Lori Bell to Kim, Laura to Drywater, Bick is the man, was on TV show. Okay, I'm not sure, Chris. I'm keep on moving, guys. I'm trying to scroll down. Hey, appreciate you, brother. So Fact News threw in $10 to the mission, guys. Heart, like, bought a comment, says, love you, brother. Be good and be safe. Right on. That is mainly my main goal in life, you know. Try to do the next right thing and try and be safe about it, you know, because when we start trying to do good things, do right things, it can definitely put a bullseye on our back, you know. So it's a good thing in life to remember, you know, be safe. It's good. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you for the donation too. People like you. All right. So all of y'all guys have made this difference. All right. You've all made this channel grow. It's your likes, your comments, your support. You're supporting each other, being kind in the community and everything has made a massive difference. And y'all guys can see that in the amount of likes hit and how fast this channel is actually growing. Everybody that supported where they can through the revenue also has really, really helped in growing the channel and then growing our output ability, the ability to actually do, the ability to give back. And I appreciate that. I've never felt so fulfilled as I have here recently with what we do here. And the reason I say our channel and we and us and all of this is, as y'all guys know, you made this what it is. I simply gave us a place to all get together. It's each and every one of y'all guys who have made this what it is and given me faith in the world again, honestly. But as I'm able to see that you're a bunch of people who you aren't just this way here on this channel. You're not fake, right? You're this way in reality, in your actual physical world, right? I bet each and every one of y'all are the kind that you'll smile at people at the grocery store, let somebody else with fewer items go in front of you. You know, if somebody drops $10, you'll be like, hey, you dropped this, you know, or if somebody asks you for $5 at the gas station, right? We none of us like to get scammed, right? But I think all of us would rather help somebody on the off chance that we're getting scammed than we would to just deny somebody who actually needs that help. You know, it's y'all guys are just good people and you're my heroes. Lots of times you're the reason that I keep going, and I appreciate you. I know I've taken 10 minutes to do it, but you know what? I'd like to take 3 hours because each and every one of you are that important. See, I want to keep on going, guys. So I don't have long. What we've been on, I don't know how. See, it's a sign of sitting down talking to good people, I think, because I'll sit here and I'll talk to you and an hour passes. We've already been rolling for 37 minutes, and it feels like, I don't know, 5 or 10, you know? Okay, Lori talking to me. Mike W., how you doing, Mike? Mike W. says, Matt, any plans for fireside chats when it gets cooler? Yeah, Mike, that's a really cool idea, actually. Jamie has a nice little fire pit here. It's one of those portables that you can move anywhere. And that would be neat. Maybe do some nighttime like fireside chat. I might even steal the name and just call it fireside chat. That's pretty cool. Yep, Matheter. Hi, my friend. I don't know if you heard me before. Hi. Good to see you. The Traveler. Cool name, Traveler. Hi, Matt, man. I really enjoy your videos. Always looking forward to your next adventure. Thanks, Traveler. Right on. I appreciate that so much. I think I'll have the next adventure coming out tomorrow. I stayed up really late last night editing on this next adventure, which is the third and final conclusion of the last trip Jamie and I took, and I'm hoping to be able to finish it tonight. I've got about 1/3 remaining to edit. They should all be quick clip footage though. And then I've got to put some music behind it. I try and not use a lot, but in areas it really helps. And then hopefully I can get it dropped tomorrow. All right, everybody's doing good. I love to see y'all guys just cutting up with each other. Hello, Matt. Good to see you, says Nopey. Hey, Nopey. Good to see you, my friend. Alan, this is a different Alan. Hey, Alan, we need to come up with a name for everybody with just the straight name, because we've got Alan from Down Under, and then this is our other Alan here. Hey, Alan, how are you doing? I am well, my friend. I hope the same for you, and thank you for being here. Robert Gaylor, how you doing, Robert? Big Country says, hello, brother. You my favorite brown. Thanks, Big Country. I appreciate you. Love the name, too. Awesome. Hi, Lori. Let's see. Dry water. There is more curse words on Coffee with Jimmy than a bowl full of sailors. I know you're watching, Dudley. Right on. Yes. I tell everybody, Jimmy is just always how Jimmy is. He's realistic. He doesn't hide anything. He's just exactly who he is all the time. And that's the refreshing thing that I enjoy about Jimmy and his channel more than anything, is that he's not ever trying to be fake. He's not ever trying to act some way that he isn't. He's always just 100% Jimmy Dudley. And I find that super refreshing, even with all the curse words. But you know what? I grew up as a fisherman, a gold miner, a logger. It's like, I mean, it's, you know, every third word. Nerds is in the house. Hey, nerds. I'm eating biscuits and gravy. Okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Save me some, all right? I love biscuits and gravy, nerd. Hoorah, my friend. Great Frisky. That's an awesome name. Do you miss being submerged in nature? No, Great, not really. I am still really out there in the nature a lot. I love that about my life because I'm able to split it, right? So I've got a nice little life here in a little country town, right? I can go in, I can have restaurant food, or I can go watch a movie if I want, you know, and then within 40 minutes, I'm out in the middle of nowhere in areas where there isn't anybody for mile after mile and no one could hear me scream, you know, the kind of place where I have to be able to take care of myself. And also I get to be, as you said, submerged in nothing but nature, you know. So I really feel that right now I live the best of both worlds. I'm the kind of person, I would never feel comfortable just picking one thing. It's like in life, for me, it's a buffet. I can have a little bit of this, I can have a little bit of that. And I've worked really hard to make my life that way too. It's like, I tell people sometimes about my sleeping schedules and habits and what I do and don't do in life and stuff. And they're like, well, that sounds really nice. I wish I could do that. And what they don't realize is I've had a lot of trade-offs in life. It's not like, I mean, y'all guys have been there. It definitely hasn't been easy, you know? And it's about trade-offs. It's about tailoring life to be the way that the best for me, I guess, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And, yeah, but no, I love the fact I can literally in 40 minutes be in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Brad, how you doing, Brad? Brad says, hey, brother, wishing you all the best from over here in the UK. Hoorah. Hoorah, Brad. Back at you from the good old US of A, my friend. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a friend. Brenda, or Nova talking to Brenda. John Sanders. Hi, John. Good to see you in here. All right, Rebecca talking to Jimmy. Finsa Rose PR. Hey, hello from Puerto Rico. Hey, Puerto Rico. Shout out from the US of A, my friend. It's another place I want to go. There's so many places I want to go. The Cardman, nice name, Cardman. Did the Brown family take a Hawaii vacation, or was that a rumor? Yes, we went to Hawaii. I can't remember the year or anything, but we did. We went down for a couple months, actually. We stayed on the little Sandal Island, little flip-flop island. It's the one that there's not a lot of tourism and everything. It's just like this little like island community. It was really pretty cool. I was in the middle of my addiction at the time, and so like, you know, it's so, you know how like it is, right? But I had a lot of cool adventures, met a lot of cool people, and I remember most of it, which is an upside. Matt, Marion, I will send off more winter gear soon to you. Excellent, Todd. Thank you so much, my friend. It helps so very much. And like I said, we will find people who can use it. You can guarantee that. Chris talking to Belle. Rebecca, remind everybody hit the like button. Thank you, Rebecca. Lori Bell, Sally Dunlap. Hi, Sally. Happy birthday, Everest. And God bless you, Matt. Thank you, Sally. Back at you. Big Country. Hi, Big Country. Brad talking to Lori. Guns and Silver. I love that name. I hope all is good, Matt. Hello from Chicago. Hey, Chicago. Back at you from Washington, friend. Love the name. Right on. Hoorah. Reminds me of, like, it makes me think of werewolf hunting, right? It's like Guns and Silver. That's pretty cool. What up, dog from San Diego says great Frisky. Hey, San Diego, things are good, man. Things are just like they're how I make it. You know what I mean? It's not always great. I can sleep at night though, and that's all right. You know what I mean? Hoorah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to get out of here pretty soon. I might do another live later tonight. I've been wanting to do them a live like when I'm going to bed or something too, because after the long day, I always have something I want to like talk to y'all guys about. Matt, you stopping by tonight during Jamboree Jukebox? I'm not sure. I'm gonna call y'all guys here in a little bit, Jack, and figure out what we're doing. I'm overstretched with. Oh, I won't say overstretched. I'm spread thin right now, but I will definitely try and stop by. I definitely want to. There's a couple things I want to talk to you about, all positive and everything. It really depends, though. So, guys, as y'all know, I try and not make plans where people will be disappointed. Wow, y'all have outrun me bad. Oh, my goodness. So many comments I just had to skip. Anyway, I always try and be careful with what I promise in life. If I tell you I'm going to be somewhere with like a payment or something, if money's involved, you can bet on it, right? Otherwise, I never know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be doing in any given moment. That allows me to be more open to the moment and whatever's going on, and that makes me more productive. Also, it makes me less predictable. I don't like anybody to know where or when I'm going to be in a specific spot at a specific time. That just comes from a long life of doing this, kind of like when I was on the TV show and everything, you know, and you know, the world isn't always peachy. There are things in the world, and I'm always keeping my eyes scanning, you know. So it's just I don't really make appointments and stuff, really, but I always try and do what I say. That's why I don't promise things I can't fulfill, you know, or that might change impromptu. Elizabeth, hey, God bless you, Elizabeth. Lori Bell talking to Marlon. Robert Gaylor talking to Jack. Oren, hi, Oren. Hope everything in life goes good for you. Love and peace, man. Thank you, Oren. I feel it will. I know that it's unrealistic to think that everything will go right. However, in my opinion, everything is right as long as I interact with it on whatever terms are right for the situation. You know what I mean? So like we could say something bad happens, yet that doesn't mean it's actually bad, because if I interact with it in the right ways, I can actually make something good out of something bad. You know what I mean? So like, I hope so too. I think that it will actually. All right, I'm going to close now, guys. So I said, I've got brain work to do. I got to sit down and figure out where everything's going and what I'm doing, what's realistic. Then I've got a few people I need to get a hold of and just make sure things are going well. I got to get that video edited. I'm working on another project right now. So there are a lot of resources out there online, especially in the form of really good, like, educational videos that talk either about, like, real science-based things or individual experiences and circumstances. Part of what I do, I like to I like to help people find the resources necessary to deal with the struggles in life, realizing that not everything is going to be rosy and good. And for a lot of people, it definitely isn't. So I've been doing a lot of study and stuff, trying to find the ways to get the resources to people who need certain information who won't find it because it's hidden in places that they don't look, if that makes sense. So a lot of it has to do with relationship issues, with work issues, the economy issues, just the little hangups that can affect so many of us on a day-to-day thing. A lot of it deals with relationship stuff, to tell you the truth. I've basically got a list about issues that can damage people's existence, we could say, right? Because we're either having a good existence or we're not, right? And where other people come involved in our individual realities can be chaotic at times. And so I'm trying to actually legitimately give back something in that area too. I know it sounds all cryptic, but you'll understand once I get things worked out. Yeah. Is there anything else? I don't know. You know, sometimes at the end, I like to sit here and just be calm with you for a minute because I feel like I talk a lot, right? I know that y'all guys can't talk. So it's kind of like, that's what this kind of is, right? You're just listening to me and you're talking to each other and you're talking to me. I do like to end on a little bit calmer note, though, a little less. I don't say things like ADD and blah, blah, blah. It's just we're different kinds of humans, right? We can classify it, whatever. When I feel when we put a label on something, right, then I have to fit that label. If I say I'm ADD or ADHD, that talks about how I just like to talk about you or to you, right? And how like I like to do things. I'm always moving, and maybe I've got 12 things going on in my head. Also, though, on the other side of that label, it has everything negative that maybe doesn't have anything to do with me. And the moment that I say that, people are going to attribute the positives with the negatives. It's not all just going to be what I'm talking about. It's like this thing, antisocial, right? I bet 80% of y'all guys, maybe more, when I say antisocial, are going to think to yourself, oh, yeah, I'm antisocial. I don't like to talk to people very much. I'm an introvert. But that's not what the word means. If you say antisocial to a counselor, to a police person, to a prosecutor or defense person, or did I say psychologist? What they're going to hear is somebody that breaks the law and doesn't give thought to social norms and stuff like that, because that's what the word actually means. So like non-sociable, don't like to socialize, introverted, those are words and descriptors for somebody that doesn't like to socialize. That kind of falls back to what I was saying before. It's just the little things in life that we use and don't know we're using them, kind of, you know, or the little traps that we can all get into and not realize it's happening. A lot of my stuff has to do with like I said, relationship issues. And I got to clarify on YouTube at some point so I can talk about this stuff more openly without having to worry about self-censoring. I find so many people self-censor these days, and I'm one of them. So I'm not even saying the word because I want the video to be good and all this, right? But we know the negativity and the struggle that can happen in a relationship once it becomes toxic, right? And so, yeah, I got to get some of that stuff taken care of because my life experiences point me in directions to be able to like just change little things in people's perceptions that I think can change things in their actual worlds, because it did mine. You know what I mean? Yeah. And what I talk to y'all guys a lot in here about is just when we talk about things, we can change things. When we ignore things, things will stay the same or they'll get worse. You know, like that one saying, we're only as sick as our secrets, right? Yeah. Forget relationships, LOL, says Teen. Yeah, I know it's what a lot of people have gone to. I think that the main thing is just find, like, so toxic relationships particularly, which I find a lot of people deal with nowadays, they start out positively and then they change once I guess like when escape becomes harder, right? So like toxic relationship doesn't start on the first, second, third, fourth, eighth date, right? It starts when people move in together. It starts when they get married. It starts when there's some kind of anchor that holds them there. So like there are all kinds of warning signs. There's different things and ways to see this stuff ahead of time. I think with relationships, what's important is to try and find the best ones we can, be realistic about our wants and desires and about the other person mainly. So often we paint the picture of a person on top of a person. We get false ideas about who they are and how the future's going to be. And then when things get toxic, we still hold on to that false hope. We hold on to that beginning honeymoon phase, right? Hoping that that'll come back or something. In my opinion, the trick is find somebody, see if it's going to work, try it. If it doesn't work, if it starts getting like that, it's not going to get better, especially if both people don't want to work on it, right? And I'm talking from like life experience, and I read a lot too, being able to break, say this isn't working, I'm not wasting any more time on it, and then go fishing again, right? Go try again. Go try and find someone again. And use that experience we had before to find something realistic later. It's not give up on relationship, even though there's a lot of toxic ones out there, even though there's a lot of predators out there, right? In my opinion, it's about realistically viewing the world, viewing the other person, and deciding what we want in life, especially if we discover that we're in something bad, right? That's why I always end Music Madness with the story of Tina Turner. And I end it here with y'all today with the story of Tina Turner. I won't go as intense as I normally do. However, it is Tina we're talking about here, right? Tina Turner was in a bad relationship. And she got out with 37 cents and a gas station card that didn't have anything on it. She didn't know where she was going. She didn't have anywhere to go. There wasn't anybody going to help her. And she knew that she could depend on herself, and casting herself to the wind was better, no matter where she landed, than where she was. And so it's not about doing it tomorrow or the next day. It's about doing stuff today. It's about knowing what we want in our life, what we don't want, knowing where we are and where we want to be, even if where we want to be is impossible to get to from where we are, if that makes sense. And so Tina left Ike with 37 cents and no idea. And we all know that Tina did rather well for herself, because humans do that. We survive. Well, she said in Thunderdome, and I know that this is fiction, right? I get a lot of my strength from fiction, a lot of it from history. But I think the reason that she made such a good character in the movie Thunderdome was because she was playing largely herself. The line has always stuck with me since the first time I ever saw it when I was like 5 or 6, right? She tells Mad Max, she goes, "The day before, I was nothing. The day after, I was still alive." And I think that means something. So thank you for being there, guys. I always try and end on a happy note. I always question, did I even talk about anything afterwards and all? But I think that it's all going to be all right. And we've been rolling for 57 minutes, so I got to get out of here. Never give up, never surrender. Like I said, I might do a live later tonight just to check in with y'all guys and see how you're doing. Thank you for your support, guys. Bye. Oh, and happy birthday to Everest. Thank you for being there, little man. Right on. Rock and roll.